doesn't like. He probably just ruins his underwear. And I'm not surprised.
He doesn't wear
I wouldn't be
underwear anymore.
surprised if he got like stomach cancer. I'm fairly certain you're not supposed to do that. You okay?
I found something on
I'll be fine.
I found something on the
I
internet.
doubt that.
I think you're right. He's gonna cause himself some kind of medical issue. But until then, he's gonna continue eating ridiculously hot things, and they're gonna come up with a new form of like, I don't know. It's like lung cancer for people who smoke, except it's spice eater's stomach or something.
Damn it! I don't have it anymore.
Where's that gonna go?
Tabasco ulcers.
Oh, I need a map of. Favorite.
Wow, this person posts a lot of shit.
Oh, did we lose Milo?
Yeah, we're basically putting on hold for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
She said we can still plan for things, but I'm trying to figure. I'm trying to remember the certain. Oh, there they are. Certain mountains. Oh, that's a star spire. How do I read that as serpent? Like I remember them, but I don't
Ostrich,
remember
what's
where
your-
they are.
Ostrich, what's your YouTube?
I linked it in
Well, we're waiting.
I linked,
Oh,
linked it
there
in.
it is.
I just moved it onto the map.
Wait, alright.
So all the sessions, and then if you want to watch some of the
Green.
I didn't start at the beginning of the old campaign, and then I also a lot of the D&D and the Shadowrun. Like I streamed the Shadowrun and the D&D, but I didn't realize you could export videos to YouTube, so those aren't there anymore.
Gotcha.
But there are some of my orc character. Well, not my orc character. My Wait, was he an orc? Yes, he was Malamash.
Yeah,
He was the sassy orc.
Melamash Melanore.
the poor guy who got decapped.
Anyway, so where
Such
are
a
we?
weird way to try to dispose of allied corpses.
It was Vamp.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I'm sorry, it was Vamp.
I'm just glad he didn't
I-
tentacle rape my body.
Do I want to know the story?
I don't
Yeah.
remember how I died. It was dragons, right?
That is the literal story.
The dragon
Vamp
killed me.
just decapped him and put his head into a bag. Yep,
To be fair,
let's do this.
for like my rogue, I'm like I want when my rogue died, I said I want him to be buried with like the fancy dagger. The Vamp thought it'd be a really good idea to stab my guy's corpse with it.
I mean, you're not gonna lose
Yeah.
the dagger that way.
I mean,
And the
like, yeah,
and the really
it's-
funny thing is we found I believe that's also the same place we found a scroll of resurrection. Which luckily I didn't use
Yeah.
it because then the session afterward, Kit killed the NPC who was our quest objective. He just walks into a room and just kills the first thing he sees. He just blasts it. So he kills this dwarf.
Where the shit's the Serpent Mountain,
Who-
by the way?
So
Who
luckily I still had
I
that
have it
scroll
circled.
squared.
Oh, and that's a square.
Well, I have it squared.
I was shouting.
Why would you kill a quest NPC?
Well, okay.
Because-
We were
because he
looking.
was tied up, injured, and slightly poisoned.
And there was also, like, because that was the in for my next character, was that my guy was next to him.
Also
Okay.
the bag on head,
So we were.
which they
we
immediately were like,
hold on.
"Let's loot his armor."
Okay.
I was like, go fuck yourself.
So we were looking.
What?
Okay, so our mission was twofold. There was a guy we had to kill, and there was a guy we had to rescue. And so we get in this fight, and like for some reason, Kit is like super distracted, and he doesn't want to do anything for this fight. So the bad guy runs away, and I think it might have been Kyler, like goads. And then that's part of the reason. Like he was kind of upset because of the fact that we basically said you
Well, I
didn't do
understand
anything in the
because
fight.
He did nothing. And
Yeah,
I really need. Okay, so every time I have tried to play a rogue, this was before the swashbuckler came out. So rogues really needed a friend to stand next to, otherwise they kind of couldn't do their thing. Like they were really fucking dependent on having. It didn't need to be a tank. It just needed to be a somebody, and Kit was being a bit of a bitch, and I had the shits because all of a sudden my rogue was now the only melee character. So I was kind of like, fuck the lot of yous, and walked off with magic boots.
Yeah. Those magic boots are
Slutty
still
magic
out there
boots.
somewhere.
Oh, yeah, I was playing female Nodaichi rogue, which is as glorious as it sounds.
It was pretty solid. It worked disturbingly well.
Well, it worked with the whole idea of the one cut. You know what I mean? Because more often than not, if I only had to hit it once, which was really good for the character. Anyway, so I had the shits, and I had the shits of Kit because A, he was being a bit of a wanker, and B, he just swapped from
I
like
love when you say
our
wanker.
only kind of bruiser to a fucking ranger, which is like, I get it, but it's kind of like you're a dick and you didn't consider the party at all when you were doing this.
Yeah.
And also,
And
but I mean, it's also the fact. I mean, he literally stood there and kind of passed up his turn too. And so, like, the guy runs away. Of course, it wasn't actually the guy. And so the next dude, like, we run into, because Kit does this whole detect
It was
poison
the
thing
guy
to
we
try
had
to
to
find the
kill.
dude. Well, yes, but it was like a clone of him or something. It wasn't the actual guy.
Which
it was
it was really clever because the staff was poisoned. So if he had used the spell properly, he would be able to track, like, where he is
Where the guy
which
is.
would be really cool.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
But so he just bursts into this room where there's just this tied up dwarf and just kills the dwarf. And said, but luckily I had the scroll of resurrection so I could revive him because we were there to get the dwarf. Which is also really funny because then that's how that character of Kit's came to an end. Because that dwarf was kind of mad that killed him. And I believe he was a dwarf lord too.
Yeah,
he was a minor noble.
He was a minor noble purely because his brother was the actual noble.
But he was a noble from Neverwinter, right? And then
Yep.
it was the Neverwinter guards showed up and
just hunted his dumb ass down because
Like, we're not even bothering to roll because you're fucked.
there's enough of them and there's no way your allies are going to try to save your dumb ass.
I wasn't. I was going to have him arrested.
Let them.
Because I was also a noble. And amazing.
I think you were.
I was.
Yeah.
That's why I was kind of a dick. But I was also the people's hero. And they
It
loved
will
me.
also take you guys roughly a day of just straight travel, or like a day and like an hour.
This accurate?
If we would move,
Roughly.
like...
So this is really 400 and some miles away.
Roughly, yes.
Gilded.
Hmm?
Gilded.
What?
That will take us 20 some days to do.
Are you certain?
I mean, maybe if we might be really good, and if we're using mounts, we'll probably get
Okay.
30
assuming we don't- okay.
miles a day. So at least it'll take us,
Damn it.
a fortnight to get over there. Unless
I
we're
like that you're
using
that
magic.
word, despite the fact that it isn't your word.
What do you mean it's not my word?
My word.
Do words like
Yep.
belong to people now? What?
No, it's well, when I say my word, it's like a Australian / British wording, as far as I was aware.
see.
Because like I know a lot of Americans don't know what the fuck a fortnight is.
It's 2
It's
weeks.
like
14
half
days.
week.
14 days. It's 2 weeks.
Oh, it's 2 weeks. 14 days.
Oh, here we are. Okay, so a travel pace is 400 feet a minute at fast pace.
What?
30 miles a day. Okay, so it's 30 miles a day if you are kind of sprinting. Well, shit.
But what if we're using
Well,
mounts?
I feel like it doesn't really matter anyway because it's not like
We
we're
can
going
just-
to sit here for 30 days.
We can just take mounts.
It'll take like a week if you go on foot. And 2 of you have magic mounts, so And there's only 4 of you. And somebody has a Clydesdale.
I mean, technically, we could ride all day and night.
Well, yeah. If you mount your, magic mounts properly, you could probably have them go 24 hours a day.
I don't
As
know.
I didn't read much onto summon mounts.
Bear
but
Lover's
the
very
mount
picky.
That Kyler has is immune to exhaustion.
Oh, I forgot to. Oops. I opened the wrong
Which is
thing.
now a Clydesdale. They like Clydesdale.
His name
It's
is
so big.
Bear
By the way,
Lover.
100 gold for the reforge.
I take it out of profits. Nah, I'll take it out of my money. It's a bit of a dick move. John needs to eat. Stupid John needing to eat.
I'm reading this thing. Okay, it's Steed. Okay. I was reading a thing and it's Magic Mouth and I'm like, this doesn't make sense. How does this deal with a steed? Or a mount? And it's just like, no.
Okay, now I want you people
What,
to tell me straight up you wouldn't watch that movie that I just linked.
What's that?
Like, click it.
Wait, what?
Sorry, I'm gonna stop
What does
distracting
a movie
myself.
have to do with sex toys?
Oh,
Oh,
not that
new
one.
link. Sorry.
There's a new link.
Wait, Kyler. About Vin Diesel and Dwayne Johnson falling in love. They raised a guy undercover working for a government agency together. The heart is the most important muscle. Oh my god.
I'd watch it. I'd fucking
Oh,
watch
I
it.
would.
No.
I would too.
No.
I would too, just because it'd be so bad.
No, I wouldn't. I couldn't.
But you would.
No.
You say that.
No.
Your lips say no, but your hips say yes.
Devastator,
What?
73 inches of pure jelly
Because hips
rubber,
don't lie.
hyper real.
Exactly,
Oh my
Shakira
god. Then she burst into flames. There's
Okay.
only one setting. Devastator. What the hell?
The image is surprisingly accurate, though. Like, there are a lot of those, and I can't ever imagine something like that being fun.
User
I-
joined
Okay,
your
sorry about
channel.
that. I'm back.
No
There's
worries.
no comment I can make that isn't bad for me, so no.
Admittedly, Summon Steed doesn't say it's not immune to exhaustion.
I would just like to point out, Kyler, that it's okay
What?
if you talk about your summer internship at the sex store.
It was a winter internship at the Sex Store Museum of Fine Arts.
I mean, every film student's got to do it. It's a rite of passage.
Part of that, it's actually a mandatory thing to get your degree.
Wait, why were we con saving?
Alcohol.
Alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Oh, unless you're talking about the one where Gilded did all of them because...
I was just showing that I can do these things
Yes.
now, and it's exciting.
All right, so So are
Gillet,
we
I have
leaving?
assumed the position.
Oh my god.
Now.
I'm so worried.
No, you dickhead. You know I put that mattress whenever I talk, like, I don't have to be rolling dice.
Oh my god.
All right, so are we heading out now?
Mind out of the gutter, you wanker.
It's basically up to the team at this point.
You know, I want to call you a knob jockey. I'm going to call you a knob jockey because it's better.
Sounds like a plan.
No, we're... giving
I know you only
well,
call me that,
I'll
Kyler,
pay
because you
that,
love
we'll leave
me.
in the morning.
Okay. Cool.
So, Rolf, you were telling us about this fine dwarven ale. Whiskey. It's whiskey.
It's whiskey.
I corrected myself immediately. Fuck you.
That's gay. I mean, what?
Is Herolf going to be joining us on our adventure today?
I just showed up
Should
with
hope so. He brought
barrel
whiskey.
of whiskey.
A barrel
Yeah, he just
of
showed up with
whiskey.
a barrel of
That's genuinely
Yes.
impressive amounts of whiskey.
Nice.
Well, you've never met